Hello watchers and welcome to issue 12 of the Disney Dollhouse. Let's get into the magazine. So in this issue we have got a new wall piece and wallpaper for Mickey's room. We'll also need the bits from previous issues like the wall plate and obviously the walls that are glued to it and the other wall plate that we've not yet glued. Moving on, we have then got our assembly guide, which is pretty straightforward for the wallpaper and even the coving. And then just making sure that we're mindful of where we're placing the glue and things to the floor plate. And then we've got the magic of Disney, which is Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I don't know what it is with me. All my life I've always said Tweedledee first, then Tweedledum. I don't know why. It's just in my head. And again, some beautiful concept art from Mary Blair. She worked a lot on this movie. I think Shop Disney have actually done like a collection purely of Mary Blair's sort of creations for Alice. Because they are really sort of wondrous illustrations and concepts. So yeah. And then the movie, yay, is Beauty and the Beast, my favourite. Christ, 30 years ago. 1992 when it was released. And it was also one of the first times that they'd used a, like not CGI, but sort of like computer aided graphics. And it was for the ballroom, so they could get the camera swirling round the 2D characters. So yeah, that was a first for Disney on that movie. A little bit of trivia there that on my head, off the top of my head. And then on the magazine, on the back, it's the advertisement and also of what's coming in issue 13. However, I'm a little confused because obviously the piano and the cat statue we've not yet had, but it's showing that we're getting parquet flooring in lower panels. We already have those. So I'm thinking, I don't know what, but I'm guessing there's some, I'm pretty sure, because I think I've seen the Japanese girls, and I'm sure she gets a couple of other items at this point. So I think it might mean that there's more bits to go in Mickey Mouse's room, but I don't know. We shall see what is next in next week's video. So let's get on with the little bits that we need to do today. So first up, we've got our wall piece, which has got the number 4 on the top. And on the back, it's got a vertical ridge. And I'm assuming that's for when we start putting the wiring in for the different lighting pieces. So yeah, we need to be using this side with the horizontal ridges. And then we've got a wallpaper piece, which I'm assuming, yeah, is going to go along here. Don't worry about these bits that stick out because they're your joins of where the walls go together. So let's peel this back. And line it up as best you can. It moved. It moved. Yep, I'm happy with that. Oh, I've got a crease in mine. Interesting. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it on camera just a little bit. Just like a faint line like that. Did I just do that? Or did it come like that? I'll try removing that with rubber in a little while. If not, let me know if you guys have got a crease. Well, it's not a crease, it's just like a black line, which is bizarre. Now I'm just cutting off the excess. Now I'm just cutting off in a straight line. But I know some people have actually cut all the way around the pieces, which you can do as well. It's up to how you guys want to do it. But to be honest, I don't think it really matters because that side is going to be covered. Let's try and just rub that off because it might be... just from where the laser cut his, you know, the dark piece on the side. Sometimes it leaves a mark. But I don't want to go too heavy on the wallpaper because it will lift the wallpaper off slightly. But no, that's not budging and I don't want to press any harder. But I think... yeah, it's not going to annoy me because in the Mickey's room, we've got like a bookcase that's going to go at the back there, which is going to cover that anyway. But just be careful with these wallpaper pieces because they do get scuffed and marked so easily, which for me is very annoying because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist sometimes. So yeah, just be wary of that. But that's our wall piece finished. Now in this issue they want you to stick the Coving piece that we got in the previous issue. Do they? No, I'm telling a lie, That piece is finished. Now, you may notice that, hang on, let me just change the camera angle so you can see the top, that I have actually taken off my Coving pieces from the top because I was not happy with the way that I had placed them. So building with the boys, another YouTuber that's doing these partworks, gave me some advice to get to the back of them with some tweezers to pry them off, but obviously taking care with not ripping any of the MDF off or the wallpaper, etc. But it worked really well, and also to put a hairdryer at the back just to warm it up a little bit. But that's only if you've used wood glue, not super glue. Super glue, yeah, good luck with that. So yeah, I managed to get them off, and I'm sort of deciding whether I should stick them all back on today, because this part is part of the building that comes out. Let me show you. Is it? Oh, it's on the front. Yeah, so that window is that one there. So that piece is just going to be straight with some finishing pieces, because that part of the building you'll be able to take away and then play in the rooms. But it was this corner here that I didn't like how these two joined up. So I want to redo them. And then obviously now we've got this Coving piece from the previous issue that they want us to stick on there. And then match up with this wall, but we don't have the Coving piece for this one yet. So I'm still, yeah, I'm going to wait until I've got all of them together, because then I can adjust them as the glue's drying, before I stick them all back on there. So just to let you know, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll leave it until we've got the Coving piece for that one. Or maybe even for the Coving piece for the other wall that's going to come here. I don't know. We'll see how we feel. But I don't want to leave it too long before other parts start arriving because A, I'm scared of losing bits, and B, might be tricky to glue into place. So yeah, I think I'll leave them until we've got the coving piece for this new piece of wall that we've just been given. But what they do want us to do in this issue as well but if you are wanting to glue the coving piece in, if you remember, this is the only piece of wall that's not glued to the board. These two are. Again, you just simply lay it flat, line it up as best you can, put your wood glue on the back, pop it in place, and then put a bit of masking tape on to secure it in place, and then obviously let it dry. Now, obviously I'm going to have a bit of difficulty when I do it because I won't be able to lay the pieces flat, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I tackle that. So yeah. So we're going to glue these wall pieces into place using wood glue. So let's get on with that. And as always, toothpicks at the ready. Now, on this piece, wall number 3, there is a ridge on this side, which is where they want you to put glue. But make sure you don't get the glue on the burnt piece of the MDF, otherwise it may go onto the wallpaper, and it's a pain in the arse to get off. So we're just going along here. Again, you don't need too much. I know I go overboard with the glue sometimes, but you don't actually need that much because it's quite strong stuff once it bonds. We want to put some glue on the back side of these bits to lock them in place on the floor plate. But again, I wouldn't do it at the front because the glue will squidge up. So you might see it even though I know we have a boarding piece. But yeah, we just slot that one into place. Keep that together and then use our little jig that they've supplied. Yeah, that corner's as best as what it's gonna do. As you can see, what I meant with the squidging up, the glue's come up just a little, but that's okay on this side because you're not going to really see it. But I mean, I'm still going to just wipe it away just in case there is something else that we're gluing. I know there is something else that we're gluing on there, but I'm not entirely sure what just yet. So just for the sake of my sanity. Now I'm also going to glue into place this wall, and on this one, yeah, they're wanting us to glue on the gaps rather than on the bits that stick out. And then obviously along the bottom as well. And then lock it all together. So, oh, it's gone dark all of a sudden. It was light a moment ago. So yeah, along these parts, the burnt bits here, as I like to call them, the burnt bits. Along that, there, that's too much glue, I know it is. It's going to squish out. And then along the bottom, again, I like to do along the back, just to try and keep the model as neat as possible. And then pop this one into place. Let's move that out of the way. Which is a little bit trickier because we have got to get these slots in place. In fact, let's see. If we put the two bits in first, and then sort of wedge it, there we go, wedge it together. Now we don't have a jig for this corner. Let's just turn it around and let's see how the glue placement is. There we go. Just wiping any excess glue off. There we go, so the back side will look like that. So yeah, you can really see how this is starting to shape together now. Yeah, I'm happy with that. The other things that we get in this issue are this cute chair. It's actually a darker pink than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like a baby pink. But this is one of Alice in Wonderland's chairs for the kitchen room when we start doing that. We've got the table already. We put that together, so I'll show you that in a second. Then we've also got these Tweedledee and Tweedledum sugar pots. Now, these are really super duper cute. However, I'm a little bit, I think I need to repaint these because I'm not impressed by the paint job on these. They're a little bit, so I'm gonna attempt to repaint them, and I'm just going to use some acrylic gouache to use these, some Liquitex acrylic gouache, because it dries matte and will stick to basically anything. So I'm going to use that. I think I'm just going to try doing the cap first, see how that looks, and then see about some other details. But I'm not going to do that in this video because I'm really scared of doing it. And I don't know. We'll see. We shall see how it goes. If it goes well, in fact, I'll do one. If it goes well, then I will do like a quick video to show you how I've done the other one as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this issue, I believe. I hope you enjoyed this issue, and you can really now start and see how these things are coming together. Also, you'll start and see how the light is going to come into the rooms and create shadows and things. Yep, so that's it for issue 12. I hope you join me in issue 13. So thanks so much for watching. Bye!